Welcome to another episode of Food Buffet Report. Here are your hosts, Aaron and Bill.
Look at that.
This is one of the most chaotic photos I think we've ever picked for the show.
It's got everything. Just about.
Yeah.
Really heavy on the lima beans. I've never seen lima beans take over a plate like they've done in this photo.
Speaking of taking over, it looks like some of the other items on the plate are trying to take over the lima beans. The tuna casserole, there's a whole bunch of it in the lima beans. And some of the...
Pulled pork, isn't it?
I don't know. Why do you keep interrupting me?
Isn't that what we do on this show?
Yeah, but it makes it so difficult to edit.
I'm not going to say anything the rest of the show. See how you edit that.
When we start our Patreon page, what I'm going to do for one of the perks is I'm going to make a compilation of all the times you've interrupted me, and that'll be a video for our special patron audience, or however that works. I mean, I don't know if we should start the Patreon with so few. Oh, do you have something to say?
Yeah. Are you going to also make a compilation video of you whining and bitching the entire time? Like one of those?
I suppose I could.
Complaining and whining.
Yeah. But those will cost more. So that will be like the third tier.
Yeah. Back to the plate at hand.
Yeah, it looks like all kinds of the other foods are taking over the lima beans. They've spilled into the lima beans there. Do people eat lima beans by choice? I thought it was just some food that your parents made you eat that you would never eat again as an adult.
Yeah, I haven't had them in a long time. And this person took the time to put them in a special lima bean bowl, trying to separate them from the rest of the foods, but then they got sloppy and dumped the pulled pork casserole on there. What about those shrimp? I was thinking, look at those, the way they're so perfectly fitted on that little shrimp cocktail. I think those are already pre-made like that.
You think they hand them out like that with only two shrimp?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe they ate two of the shrimp on the way to the table.
Well, I think that's a lot of sauce for only two shrimp. So you might be right. They might have eaten some on the way to the table.
What about that stick?
Yeah, what is that?
That's a stick. It's like a fried Slim Jim.
Well, if you'll notice,
I will notice. I will notice. I will notice.
Look at the
talk.
Oh God. Look at the rest of the plate. Notice how all of the other items
I will.
are spilling over the edges or getting into the lima beans. But where the stick is, the macaroni and the coleslaw, where the stick is, they're staying in line.
They use that stick on purpose.
It's a side dish squeegee.
It is. If you and I were having dinner at this buffet tonight, I would take that stick and smash it on your head. Okay.
All right.
What else is there to say? I mean,
well, there's a lot.
Is that that's a piece of crab, isn't it? Over here. See it? Next to lima beans? Isn't that a crab?
No, I don't see it.
It's a piece of crab right next to the lima beans. It's a crab shell stuffed and then burnt. Isn't that what that is?
Point to it again.
Here.
That big dark thing?
Yeah, it's not a... Yeah. I think it's a piece of crab. I think it's a crab shell. Isn't that the crab shell underneath? Right there? And it's stuffed and they burn it.
Well, this has been a great show.
They're all great.